What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about what it means when you pull away, you make the right move, he comes back, okay? He comes snooping back around because he misses your fine ass. Or does he? Now, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just give that subscribe button a little tap on the tush. It likes it. Trust me, it told me. So just give it a couple if you want. And if you haven't yet, check out my course, Attraction Academy, or got a session with yours truly. Link is down in the description. And as you can see, I changed the colors from my last video because my homeboy, he's a punk ass, he said that my shit looked like a mermaid. And we ain't have mermaids up in here, okay? So, I'm doing this video because someone in the comments, and she knows, I guarantee she watched this, and I love her dearly for making this comment, because I agree with it, but it can get confusing, where she says, people can change. I could pull away someone, or I could say I'm done with it, and then he can come around later on with the realization that, hey, he lost something good. That is absolutely 100% true. I hope she doesn't think I'm hating on her for making this video about it, because I do agree 100% that can happen, okay? But I have many beautiful sayings, and I want you to keep with all these sayings in your heads, because I believe that they're going to do you justice later on. And one of these beautiful sayings, right, are, if you hear hooves, think horses, not zebras. Okay, one more time. If you hear hooves, think horses, not zebras. Now, what does this mean? It usually, when something happens, an event, okay, go towards the path of what is most logical. And while people do, meaning you should think horses, okay? At least in America, you should think, if you hear hooves, you're thinking horses. You're not thinking something. I don't know why you'll think there's a zebra around you for whatever reason. But when a guy comes back around, ladies, after you take away the assets, you're taking away access to the assets, and he comes back around, what do you think he wants? It could be either or. It could be, man, this is a great woman, but it's it's a great woman. I want a relationship. Could be. Probably not, though. 98% of the time, probably not. He probably just wants access to the assets, since that is the only variable you have changed. That is the only thing you have taken away, okay? So I tell women that men go towards the path of least resistance. Men are very simple. He doesn't wake up one day and think, oh man, what was I thinking? I love this woman, and like all this attraction out of nowhere comes up and fills him with fire and desire, and he all of a sudden starts blowing up your shit saying he wants a relationship. That's not what it is. I like to explain a lot of the times that attraction is like energy. You just can't create it out of nowhere, at least that rule of it. You can't just create it out of nowhere. It has to be formulated from something. It has to be made from, I guess, engagement. A guy just can't go 2 months without talking to you, a month without talking to you, and then realize, or at least it's not going to go from 0 to 100, or it's not going to be like a extreme mindset shift where he's like, I don't like her, I don't want a relationship, to all of a sudden, I love her, I want her, I need this relationship with her. That's not how it works. So when a guy does come back around, can things change? Yes. Should you assume change? No. You should assume that he's coming back around because he wants to get the assets. Not only that, ladies, you got to understand this. Men go towards the path of least resistance. That is another saying I say all the time. You got to think what is most logical. A guy is going to come back around, and it's not even an attraction thing, okay? So that's a hard gap to close. A guy going from 0 to 100, all of a sudden wanting a relationship. The other thing, though, is the fact that when he does come back around, don't you think, like, from a advantage perspective, it's smarter for him just to try to get it in, to see what he can do, what he can get away with, to see what he's going to, or what I can get from her instead of actually just transitioning into a relationship, that's what's most beneficial. It's coming back around. I know what this girl wants and I know what I need to do. So he's going to give you what you want and he's going to do what he needs to do to get what he wants, but not automatically transition over into a relationship. If a guy is not valuing before you pull away, what do you think is, or why do you think he's going to value after? Now that doesn't mean you still shouldn't pull away, because he does respect you and he does value, I guess that's the wrong way to put it, but just because I value something or I respect something doesn't mean I want a relationship with it, right? I respect my dad. I don't want to kiss all up on my dad, right? Dad, you're probably watching this. You get what I'm saying though. That's not how it works. The mind goes towards the path of least resistance. I think this guy is going to try to do what he can do, breadcrumb you, come back around, tell you what you want to hear, because he knows what you want. He knows what you want to hear. He has the blueprint. Why? Because you pulled away or you told him. Okay, or there's a reason you're pulling away. He's not stupid. He knows. So he knows what he has to do. So ladies, to sum this up, listen, can guys change? Absolutely. Should you assume that yours has? Your guy changed? No. Your guy hasn't found Jesus yet, okay? So with that being said, ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.